What's going on, everyone? Filashko, Filco, US, USSR. Thanks for posting my video on your channel. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wish you would put the link on your channel to promote me, but I guess it's too much for you to do, which is okay. Because nobody likes Jews who's trying to say that they're Russians. But actually, like I said, I'm actually 75% Jewish, 25% Russian, as you all know. Meaning, everybody but my grandfather in my family were Jews, and my grandfather was actually ethnic Russian. And like some people actually who are Jewish, they said that my chin is not really Jewish. Sometimes like when I smile, my smile is not that Jewish, my mouth, my ears. But my eyes, my hair, and everything else is of course Jewish. Well, if you're 3/4 Jewish, how are you gonna look? You're gonna look mostly Jewish. So the only way for me to say, well, you know, I'm a little bit mixed, to put me with a person who is 100% Jewish. Then you can see it. But, like I said, it's like yin and yang, you know. There's like one circle white with a black dot and another circle is black with white dot. And if you say that Russian is white and Jewish is black, I'm gonna be the black circle with white dot. You see the analogy? And people say that Putin me like saying, you know, it's saying that Filashko is Mexican, the same thing to say that I'm Russian. Well, close, but like I put there, it's more not Mexican or mulatto, because I'm not sure if Mexican have quarter black in them, okay? So, I probably would be a mulatto. If exact comparison would be like this. The white boy whose grandfather was black. That would be me. The Jewish guy whose grandfather was Russian. So, now, saying that, I'm 75% Jewish, 25% Russian. I think the Jews should marry black. I don't agree with Halacha. I don't practice Judaism. Some people think that I'm anti-Semitic. I'm mixed. And even though in America things are absurd and stuff, but I just realized that really America is the right place for people like me. Because see, if you're a person with Jewish upbringing, and you grew up with Judaism, no confusion. You go to Israel, you know, follow Judaism. If like your heart is there. Because mine is not quite there. I'm gonna be honest, as usually. But the person who is quarter Russian, who grew up with Russians, but for Russian who is a Jew, because Russians, you know, they don't like Jews due to Zionism. I never faced anti-Semitism in my life in Russia, but I probably could have. That's why my parents were right and they sent me to the United States. Because United States is like land of the free, and in a way, being 75% Jewish, 25% Russian, saying 3/4 Jewish, quarter Russian, it's normal. Because I had a lot of conversation with Americans, they say, what's your ancestry? Oh, you know, I'm third German, why Native American, this and that. So me, when I'm saying I'm 3/4 Jewish and quarter Russian, I fit right in. Of course, Russian people say I'm a Jew. But in America, since I'm not religious, I want to practice Judaism, and I believe that Jews should marry black, I can right fit in. A lot of people don't know, and I can just say the truth. Well, I'm 3/4 Jewish, quarter Russian. And if people say you look like a Jew, I said, well, yeah, because for most of the part I'm Jewish, and the only Russian person was my grandfather. He was actually Slavic. And then they go, oh, my Slavic brother. And some Jewish people, like I said, they even say that my chin and my mouth don't even look Jewish. But see, the whole like facial appearance is Jewish. Because when people see in my eyes, look at my eyes closed, Jewish. Hair kind of black, Jewish. Nose, Jewish. So, the small features of Slavic type, you need to be really professional, look at under a microscope. Ears, Slavic. But like I said, most of the people are just gonna look at the general facial type and they can say, oh, look like a Jew. Nobody is gonna look at the microscope. Here is a perfect Jewish type. Here is crazy Russian 86 who called himself Russian. He's different. Of course I mostly look like a Jew. But people say, put a comment, Mongoloid or Russian Jew. Some people say Mongoloid is retarded, but I read on it, and actually people look Mongoloid if these are Jews mixed with Slavic people. And this is who I am. I'm a Jew mixed with Slavic. I'm quarter Russian, so sure I look Mongoloid. That's like what it is. If you're quarter Russian and 3/4 Jewish, this is what looks like. And I can see a little bit Slavic in myself, but it's just hard to see because but I can see it a little bit. And you, my Russians, could too. You just have to look hard for it. Really, really hard. But again, in Russia, even if you quarter Jewish, you bad. Not talking about 3/4. Zhirinovsky, he is not even Jewish under the Jewish law, because the Jew was his father, but his mother was not Jewish at all. Everybody called him a Jew. So in Russia, you're Jewish, even if your grandfather was Jewish, and the rest of the family were Russians. For them, you may still be a Jew. So that's just the way it is. That's why for me, with my Frida Klavin ideas, with my fuck the world mentality, with my Jews should marry black mentality, I fit in this American society. Because in America, nobody cares what your ethnic background is. Because in America, we all mats. And I just blend in with my 3/4 Jewish, quarter Russian. Which is true, of course. I'm not even lying. I just fit right in. And nobody gives a fuck. The only thing I just have to learn how to act American and be American, like other people are, and just interact just like them. And then I just fit right in. That's it. And I just have to look for the people who like me. Like my friends, like I have friends who like Venezuela, he's quarter Jewish, and other friends that have Jewish on his father's side. So, see, I have most of the friends that are like partially Jewish. I don't really hang out with crowd of like my dad, who are like Zionists, hardcore Zionists, pro-Israel. No, this is not my crowd. But people with like mix, who have some Jew in them, who don't really care about Israel, who don't do religion, who just a little bit Jewish but they don't consider themselves as such, who just wanna chill and have a good time, and who are into martial arts and making videos, and people who don't care about, who are multicultural in a way. These are the people with whom I will blend in. Even though I be thinking my multiculturalism is bad, in a sense that you have to be with the person when it comes to family, the person who has some similarities with you, some common things, something in common. That's true. Because multiculturalism, it is, you said right, she said left. You say, oh, I think this is the way things should be. She said no, things should be this way. And that's why, you have to, like, when it comes to choosing your friend or partners, like wives and friends, you have to be picky, because you have to find people who, if they are not necessarily ethnically like you are, but people with similar interests and views. So, like for me, Zionist Jews who like to be proud of how everybody fucks them in the ass, they wouldn't be a good match for me, even though I'm mostly Jewish myself. But Jewish people who just don't give a fuck, who just like martial arts and they just don't care, This type of Jews, they would be my cup of tea. And I would be still friends with them even though I knew they're Jewish. Because I don't really care. I care about personality, not ethnic background. In my anti-Semitism, some people think this is my reaction of this Jewish supremacy on this Jewish galactic slave mentality, which was pushed on me, which I don't like and I don't agree with. Rather than that, I don't really give a fuck. Judaism as a religion doesn't bother me at all. Zionism, I believe this is pretty bad thing for the world in general. This demagogue Zionism, they are bad people, of course, I do believe that. And they make other good Jews look bad. They're just a shame for Jewish people. They're just scums, fuck them all. But normal Jews who just, practice Judaism, Orthodox Judaism, who just go to shul and pray to Hashem, and who just, don't do anything bad and follow Torah. Have no problem with these people. More power to them. I don't give a shit. But like I said, I watch a lot of documentaries, and sure, I'm not opposed to Zionism, because what these people doing to Palestinians and how they're writing all the time, oh, we Jews, we're so poor, everybody fucks us in the ass, and all this mentality. And they're all talking about anti-Semitism all the time. That pisses me off. Like, that's fucked up. But like I said, normal Jews, they're okay, And if the person is Jewish, I'm still gonna be friends with that person. I don't really care. There's a Jewish people who label me anti-Semite. It's not me hating on them, it's them hating on me. And the problem with Jewish people like that, the Zionists, that they like to turn things around all the time. They're the ones who do bad, but they blame everybody else for doing what they do. I just get this impression, really. That's why a lot of people really don't like Jews. And sometimes Jewish people who are really Jewish, ethnically like me for the most part, and some religious Jews, okay? They've been hated on for no reason. Why? Because people who look like them, who are also ethnic Jews, who are on TV, and who are doing all the bad stuff, they piss people off, right? So when the people look at these people who look like these motherfuckers on TV, who have similar facial features, they hate them automatically, even though they don't know them. Just because of that image. And of course these people can be wrong. But if you see 95 Jews being bad and 5% Jews being good, you're still gonna beat the shit out of these 5 good Jews. Why? Because you see the majority, you see the statistic, you see the tendency, right? It's not 100%, but it's like most of the cases. And sure, some cases are wrong, but you know what? People don't have time to look at case-to-case things. Like people don't have time to look at couple features of Slavic on my face. People just say, well, you're mostly Jewish, you Jew. Most of the Jews are bad, most of the Jews are Zionists. Even though you're not like them and you're Jewish, you're still bad. Beat the shit out of you. That's how it is, so. And that's why some people, they don't deserve to be treated like shit, but they do because of other people who look like them, who just do it. So that's the problem. Jews like me. And like I said, I should just stay in America because I will fit right in with these people who don't give a fuck about your ethnic background. I can just blend in and I can, have black kids with 37% of Jewish blood in them. And if it all works out, my kids is gonna be mixed. They will be Americans. And couple generation after, nobody will give a fuck. about their Jewish origin, I hope. And if they decide to be Jewish at some point of their lives, it will be on them. I will be long gone, and whatever happens, happens. Because I believe whatever I do, it matters only in my lifetime. After I die, doesn't matter. Because I'm not gonna know, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. I have no control over it. I can only do the best I can in this life. And you only live once, so you might as well enjoy it. No matter who you are, what you are, you're a human being, you go through the life cycle, you're living, you're breathing, you're fucking, you're eating, you're doing what you like to do. Just live your life and enjoy it. On this note, I'm gonna end this long video. All the best to you guys. Later.